Hello everyone, Miguel here from Unique Web Designer. And in this video, we're going to do things a little different. We're gonna do it backwards. We're gonna do some re-engineering. So I have a series in which I do live reviews of websites, service-based business websites. And I try to see if there are things on those websites that I can change in order to improve their conversions. But for this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the perfect template. I came across this website because I was doing some research for a local client that we're doing an SEO campaign for. And when I saw this website right away, it grabbed my attention. And I thought, well, this is a website that I can share with everyone so that they can see basically the perfect template to use. So if you have a website already, you can see the things that you may be able to change in order to mimic a perfect template, a perfect template for conversions. And if you don't have a website, you can apply this template, this layout to your website. So if you are a small business owner that is looking to create a website and you provide a service, then this is the template to follow. And yes, this right here is a new microphone. And I was listening to a lot of my videos. As you know, I don't edit them, so I was just listening to a lot of the videos the other day, and I saw that there were times when the sound wasn't too good. So hopefully with this microphone, the sound is gonna be perfect from here on. So let me shrink this, and we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you the search that I did. The search that I did was painting in Fort Lauderdale, or residential painting in Fort Lauderdale, and the company, they actually came up first about couple of days ago when I saw them, and it's called 5-Star Painting, or yeah, 5-Star Painting. So this is their website. I'm gonna go ahead and close this window, and let me just go step by step. So right here at the top, as you can see, their logo, 5-Star Painting, and then it has a brush. So if you come across this logo without any of the information here on this site, the one thing that you'll be able to tell is that this is a painting company. You may not know if they provide commercial painting, residential painting, interior, exterior, if they pressure wash. You may not know any of that, but what you will know is that they provide a painting service. So in other words, the logo tells you what it is that they do. It may not explain what they do, but it tells you what they do. Now, over here, what you'll see is 5-Star Painting of Fort Lauderdale. So they're telling you who they are and where they're located. So the city, Fort Lauderdale. Now here they're saying change location, so it's a franchise. So, if you're not in Fort Lauderdale, maybe you're in Miami and they have a franchise in Miami. So that's why they're saying, hey, you can change the location. So in other words, they're telling you, hey, we have more stores, we have more offices. So do you want to go to another office, or do you want to stay in the Fort Lauderdale website? So then over here, so apply locally and own a franchise. So as I said, they have different locations. So they're a franchise. They want franchisees. So they're showing you right here, hey, you want to own a franchise? Come. The phone number. Look at this page. The two things that pop out, or the three things, is the logo, over here the logo, the phone number right here, and the schedule a free estimate. So those are the three things that pop out to me, like as soon as I look at this. And then obviously the free estimate here. So in other words, they're making it easy for you to contact them. They're not like messing around. They're telling you, hey, you want to schedule a free estimate? Do you want to schedule a free estimate? Do you want to call us? So in other words, they're giving you every which way that you can contact them right away. The image back here, as you can see, is of like a normal house. It's not a mansion or anything, so they're not trying to impress you, but it's like a normal house, nice and clean. And then here's painters in Fort Lauderdale. What did we look for? We did a search for painting in Fort Lauderdale. I forgot I closed the window. So we did a search for painting in Fort Lauderdale, and guess what? they're saying that they're painters in Fort Lauderdale. So they're coming up right away. And then here they're saying our local painting professionals will show up at the scheduled time and provide you with a detailed price estimate for your project. Schedule a free estimate. So right here, they have everything that you need. They're a painting company. They're telling you we're a painting company in Fort Lauderdale. They're telling you, hey, this is our logo. Look at this. We're a painting company. They're telling you, hey, contact us. They're saying schedule a free estimate, schedule a free estimate. And then their navigation is nice, it's crisp, it's very nice. So, and then they're saying that they're a neighborly company right under their logo. So they have everything right here. Like, you don't have to guess who they are, what they do, where they do it. You know, like, you have everything right there. And then they have their social media. So for kind of like social proof, if you want to go look them up on social media, you can find out about them right away. The only small gripe that I have, and this is very small, let me increase myself again. So the only small gripe that I have right here is that they don't have a chat. And I'll tell you why. Some people are too busy. They may be at work and they may not be able to pick up the phone and actually call you. Now, there's also some people that don't want to call you, that they prefer to text you. A chat is like sending you a text. And, you know, some people will look at the form, you know, schedule a free estimate, and they'll say, oh, well, the last time I filled out a form, that company took 10 days to respond or 3 days to respond. And they may be thinking, no, I don't want to wait that long. But if you have a chat, they know that you can answer that chat right away. And the way I have it set up on my website is when somebody sends a message on a chat, it's literally like sending a message to my cell phone. So it's kind of like a WhatsApp message, and I get it right away and we're good to go. So that's the only gripe that I have on this top part, because on the top part, you want to give people every which way of being to contact you. But outside of that, I believe this is the perfect template for above the fold. In other words, the information that everyone can see on their screen whenever they arrive at your website. Now let's go ahead and move down, and I'll show you how they have the layout. So they say the 5-star painting warranty. So they're giving you information about a warranty, and this is very good. Why? Because, you know, when people are doing painting jobs, a lot of the times, like, you'll see the question, you hear the question, hey, what kind of warranty do you provide? Like, some people are like, well, I don't want this to go bad in 2 or 3 years and then have to pay again. So if you have a warranty, it's good to show that you have a warranty. Not sure what's going on with the video, but I can see myself flickering. So let's go ahead and keep going. And right here, once again, they're telling you schedule a free estimate. So everywhere on the site, they're asking you to schedule a free estimate. So they're not like waiting for you to guess what they want you to do. They're telling you exactly what they want you to do every step of the way. So moving down, the 5-star process. So if you can see, they're using their branding in the content within the site. You see the 5-star process, they're called 5-star painting, the 5-star warranty. So everything, they're kind of like, you know, playing on words. They're using their company name in the content. So it's kind of like, it's catchy. So the 5-star process, and then they're telling you this is the process. And you might be thinking, hey, this is a stock image, but in all reality, yes, it's a very high quality image. But if you can see, the guy, the shirt says 5-star painting. So in other words, it's definitely a member of their company. It may not be a member of the Fort Lauderdale branch, but it's definitely a member of this company. And once again, schedule a free estimate. So in other words, everywhere you go, they have a call to action. They're making it easy for you to reach out to them, which is very important in order to increase your conversions, to convert the people that are arriving at your website. Most people, regardless of what you do, are not going to contact you, but don't make it hard for them to contact you. Make it easy so that finding your contact form or your phone number is not a deterrent for them not to call you. Now here they have thinking about painting, and so you're not ready. You just want some information. So now they're telling you learn about interior and exterior painting services. Let's go ahead and click here and see what happens. So it takes you to residential painting services. Schedule a free estimate or call. Phone number, once again, click to call. So right there, you see the app opens up and you're getting information about residential painting. One thing that a lot of businesses miss out on is they'll have these buttons, kind of like in this case, they'll have a residential services button. And then when you click on it, they'll give you general information about a bunch of stuff. No, this company knows what they're doing. They got it down pat. And this part is a little bit SEO-ish, because basically when I click on a button about residential services, I don't want to know anything about commercial services. That's not what I'm looking for. So talk to me about residential services. Don't talk to me about in general your services or all of your services. Talk to me about the specific service that I clicked on. Here, commercial services. They talk about commercial services. If you do schedule a free estimate, you get the form. And then right there, once again, even on their form, they're telling you, hey, call us directly. Forget about filling this out. Give us a call. I mean, it's perfect. Like what they're doing is amazing. Like they got it down. They know what works. And that's why I believe this is the perfect template. If you're a service-based business, you need to follow this template. Now, if you obviously you don't want to copy it, but you could use this template, add your branding, add your own content to it, your style, and make it yours. But you can follow this template. In other words, no, you don't need to have these 3 boxes. You could have circles. You could have different colors. You could have different buttons. But this is a template that you can follow 100%. So down here, if we move down, our results. Here we go. What do I want to see when I'm looking for a painter or I'm looking for a service provider? I want to see the work that they've done. And if it's in the community, even better. So right here, they're saying a kitchen. This is the entrance of a house, and this is commercial. So in other words, they're showing you every little kind of like service type that they provide. So let's say we click on kitchen, it goes boom, and then I can look over their gallery basically. Now, if I go over to their photo gallery, what do I expect? I clicked on photo gallery. So let me see images. Don't let me see a bunch of text. Let me see some images. And what do they have? Fort Lauderdale photo gallery. Here it is. Take a look at some of our samples. And then right away, living rooms. Boom. There's a bunch of living rooms. Kitchens. There's a bunch of kitchens. Exteriors. There's your exterior. Interior. Commercial. So they're showing you everything. And they're giving you several samples, not just one. So in other words, up to this point, they're doing everything. Like they're doing everything perfectly. Like if you're looking for commercial, they've given you samples of commercial. If you're looking for residential, they've given you samples of residential. If you want to contact them, they've given you literally 6-7 different places where you can contact them right away. So now let's keep going down. Painters in Fort Lauderdale. And then this is some information. And this is another thing that a lot of business owners miss out on. And sometimes you create a website and you don't know about SEO. You don't know how, rankings work and everything. So you just give a little bit of information and you think this is good. But right here, if you've seen, they have a lot of little sections where they're providing content. And the reason why this is good is because Google just sends crawlers out on the web. So it's crawling from one website to the other, from one link to the other, from page to page to page to page. However, that crawler can only understand the information that you give it. That crawler cannot interpret. That crawler cannot guess what it is that you do. If you're a painter and you don't mention that you do commercial, residential, interior, exterior, and so on, Google does not know, and they're not gonna rank you for that. But if you are mentioning interior, exterior, commercial, restaurants, and basically you're putting content out there that pick up on a lot of keywords and phrases that people may be looking for, Google is going to reward you. No, you cannot create a website and have it ranked the next day. That's impossible. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter what video you see of some SEO guru trying to tell you that they can rank a website in a couple of hours, in 8 hours, or in a day. No, don't believe that. If that was true, everybody will be doing it. Everybody will be a millionaire. Like, there will be nobody doing anything else. Just think about it. There are billions of websites out there. Why would Google choose you when you're just starting out over somebody that's done the work, that's been there for a while, that's trusted? It's kind of like, oh, there's a new person that moved into town. Are you going to trust that person more than your neighbor that you've known for 10 years that's taking care of your kids when you're away? No, you're going to trust your neighbor. But if your neighbor fails you a couple of times, and this new person has been there now 3 years, and they're trustworthy, you see the stuff that they do and everybody's talking good about them, yes, at that point you may start trusting them more than your neighbor. So in other words, that's how Google works. They trust brands and companies that have been around. But if you don't tell it what your brand is about, what your business is about, they're not going to rank you, because they don't know what to rank you for. So definitely have different places on your site that you're giving these spiders, these bots that go crawling the web, information so that they can rank your website. Give it as much information as you can. Now, don't start putting a bunch of keywords, which is called keyword stuffing. Like, don't be putting like in this case, like residential painter, painter in Fort Lauderdale, painter in Miami, painter in Hollywood, painter in this, painter in that, painter in this, painter in that. Every next word. Why? Because obviously Google isn't dumb. No, they cannot interpret, but they can read, and they can see, oh, this person is just repeating everything. They're just adding another word next to it. No, that's not gonna work. Your website will be penalized. But as you can see, all of the information here is kind of like organic. They're just writing about their service. They're writing about what they do. They're writing about how they do it. They're giving you information about the different services and so on. So they're doing it in a way that looks human. Once again, right here, schedule a free estimate. So what do I always say? Make it easy for people to contact you. Make it easy. Don't make it hard. Make it as easy as possible. Everywhere on your website that you're giving some information, have a call to action. Their call to action is schedule a free estimate. When you click on schedule a free estimate, they're telling you, hey, this is a phone number. Forget inputting all this information if you don't want to. Just give us a call and we'll get right to it. So it's perfect. It is perfect. What sets 5-star painting of Fort Lauderdale apart? So they're using Fort Lauderdale in several different places as headers. In other words, Google is thinking, oh, this must be important information. And here, clean, on time, on budget. And then there's a video. When it comes to video, I know that not everybody has the budget to create videos. But listen, look at me. I'm recording on my cell phone. I have a new microphone. Nice. But I was recording on my laptop. I was using my laptop's microphone and my laptop's camera instead of my phone and a microphone. So you can create a video that's not, that's not gonna blow your budget. You can just do it yourself. Now try to make it high quality, have good lighting. Don't do it in a dark room unless you have, nice lighting. And give some information, like put yourself out there. Whenever somebody is purchasing a service or interested in purchasing a service, it's much easier to purchase from somebody that you know, which is why telemarketers and all these companies that get a bunch of people and they say, hey, we'll train you for free and yada yada. What they do is to get the sales going, they tell you, hey, test this out on your friends, on your family. Why? Because your friends and family are more likely to buy from you than some stranger out on the street. In other words, if you have a video, you have images of your team, of yourself, and somebody sees that, they give you a call. They're already familiar with you. So no, they're not going to buy all the time. Just like your mom isn't going to buy every little thing that you want to sell her. But they'll be more likely to buy from you because they're familiar with you. I mean, a lot of times I put up a video on my website, and this was like 2 weeks ago that I added it, and I've already had people contact me and they're like, oh, are you the guy from the video? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And as soon as they hear, yes, that's me, and they hear my voice, so they're already thinking that it's me, it's like, oh, this is my friend. No, we're not friends, but it's just, this is someone that I'm familiar with. In other words, this is someone that I can trust. This is someone that I've already connected with. So what they're telling me, I'm gonna give it a little more kind of like importance than what a stranger's going to tell me. So just keep that in mind. And right here, how can we help you? Design tips. Hey, think about it. If you're trying to paint your house, you're probably gonna want, like, hey, okay, so what colors could I use? What different things could I do? What can I play around with? And here they are. They're gonna give you some design tips. If you click on it, it's gonna give you design tips. I'm not gonna click on it just because I don't want to make this video way too long. Why 5-star painting? Learn what sets us apart. You click on that, it's gonna take you to a different page. Schedule your estimate. In other words, as you can see, every little chance that they get, they want you to schedule a free estimate. Why? Because that is their call to action. That is what they want. I mean, having a beautiful website, yet nobody contact you, it's worthless. It's like, why would you want a beautiful website that you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on if it's not going to bring in revenue? There's literally no point. In other words, yes, sprinkle it throughout. Hey, contact us. Do you want to know about our services? Schedule a free estimate, and so on. Like, just have all these little different places that people can reach out. Make it easy for them to reach out. And right here, 5-star of Fort Lauderdale, Dania, Fort Lauderdale. So right here, there's a map, and they have like a little square. I'm assuming that's the area that this franchise operates in. I don't know, because I didn't call them to verify that information, but I'm just assuming that this is the area that this specific franchise can work in. Once again, I don't know, but I'm just assuming that, and that's why they have the map there. And once again, schedule a free estimate. Hey, guess what? This is where we are. This is where we do business. Give us a call. Schedule a free estimate. Come on. Let's get the process going. Right here, customer testimonial. Now, this is the second thing that I'm gonna nitpick on this website, and here's the reason why. Okay, so customer testimonial. They have text and then a number and then a name, the name, and then the last initial, and they're showing you more testimonials. Now, let me say painters in Fort Lauderdale. Let's see. Okay, so 5-star painting right here. So they have on Google, they have 84 reviews with a 4.8 star rating. They have images, so their Google business profile is great. Now, here's the thing. If you come here to reviews on Google, as you'll see, some of the reviews have just like an icon, an avatar. And then you'll find some of the reviews, like this one, they have an actual image attached to it. And if you click on, say, this review from Caitlin, you'll be able to see Caitlin has 54 contributions. In other words, she's given other businesses reviews. So Google is tracking this. Google can vouch for that review. When it comes to text and a name, Google cannot vouch for that. If you're gonna show reviews on your website, the best way to show it, in my opinion, is to pull it from a third-party website. In this case, in my website, I pull it from Google. And you can pull them from Yelp, from Angie's, from wherever you're getting most of your reviews from. And the benefit of that is that, you know, a lot of people can look at this as, oh, this could be a real review, this could be a fake review. I don't know. It's just text with the name. Now, if you're gonna have it like this, where it's text with the name, and you're a local business, put there the name of the business. So the business owner, so Oscar V, and then space, comma, whatever, unique web designer. If I leave a review somewhere, put the text in there for the review, my name, unique web designer. In other words, I'm telling the person, hey, this is from unique web designer down the street. If maybe you heard of them, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know that company. I may not know who this Miguel guy is, but I definitely know that company. Okay, that's what I would do if I can't pull it from somewhere. But the best thing to do is to pull it from a third party, in this place, Google. Why? Because people trust Google. When people are looking for something, they go to Google on their phone, they type in XYZ near me, or so-and-so near me, or painting service in Fort Lauderdale, painting service in Florida, residential painter in Hollywood, or your neighbor, or whatever. But they're typing in something in Google. The results that they see in Google, they assume that these are legitimate businesses. And they know that Google does their research. Google makes sure that they're showing you the best results at the top. They're showing you the best companies at the top. They're showing you companies that are near you at the top. They're showing you companies that have verified reviews at the top. So in other words, people are going to trust Google reviews more than you put in text and a name on your website. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying that this is bad, but it can be improved. They can do a little better. They have a bunch of reviews on Google, so they can just pull those and show everybody, hey, these are all the reviews that people have left my company. So, and I'll show you on my site the way it looks. And different people use different plugins, different add-ons, and different ways of showing it. But this is just the way that we show it. And let me see, I think I passed it. So right here, you see, I'm putting here the Google My Business. If you click on that, it's gonna go directly to my profile, and you'll be able to see all of these reviews. And you see, some of them just have the avatar of the people, some of them have an actual face to it. So in other words, people are gonna be like, oh, this is legit, this is legit, this is legit. There's no thinking this may be, this may not be. So keep that in mind. Right here, we use Sherwin-Williams and Behr paints. Now, from my knowledge, Sherwin-Williams is considered high-end. So they're telling you, hey, we use high-end paints. Behr is sold at Home Depot, so I don't know if they're considered high-end, low-end, or whatnot. But I know for sure Sherwin-Williams and Benjamin Moore are considered high-end. And they're telling you right on here, hey, we use this type of paint. Now, your local specialist, and I'm assuming Luca Sanchulutz, I'm probably not saying his name right, or his last name, but I'm assuming this is the owner of this specific franchise in Fort Lauderdale. Now, as you can see, the phone is not click to call right here. It's the exact same phone number as it is up here, but it's not click to call right here. So just a little gripe, I would make it click to call. And yes, you may be thinking, damn, Miguel, why? Like, it's a perfect website. Why are you nitpicking? Well, the point of this is to have the perfect website. The website that if people don't contact you, is because they weren't going to contact you anyways. They're just looking for information. They're not ready to buy. They're not ready to actually have somebody come out to their home or meet with somebody. So it's not because they couldn't click on their phone and dial a number right away. So click to call. Make every phone number on your website click to call. Now, color visualizer. Click the color palettes below to see them in a room. See, I actually didn't notice this, but before. But I'm assuming if I click on this, okay, so this is actually awesome. I mean, so they're showing you different color patterns that you can use in a room, and they're showing you how it looks. So this is gonna make people like play around with their website. In other words, it's gonna have the people are gonna be spending more time on the site. And this is one thing that Google use as a ranking factor, is how much time people are spending on your site. So when people click on Google, on a Google search result, and they get to a website and they hit the back button right away because they don't understand it or there's no good information on that site, Google looks at that as, hey, we provided the wrong result. And over time, if that happens a lot, they're going to put someone else above you. In this case, they're kind of like giving you little things. Like in this case, it's an interactive feature. Now, I don't recommend everybody to have things like this because obviously it's more involved. Like if you build your website yourself, or you don't have, a $5,000, $10,000 budget, you may not be able to have a company create something like this where you can, showcase some interactive features on your website. But if you can, definitely do it, because it's going to increase the time on page, which is definitely good for the SEO aspects of your website. And right here, if I start painting, Neighborly, your hub for home services. Neighborly is all you need to remember. Download the app. So they have an application as well. Once again, if you can do an application, that's fine and dandy, but you don't need an application. Yes, it's nice to have applications so people can poke around. It's more kind of like more connection with you and your brand, but it's expensive to have an application. So I don't necessarily think that that's a kind of like a killer, but if you can do it and it's beneficial to your actual business, then yes, do it. But it's definitely not necessary. And right here in the footer, as you'll see, they have the contact us, and it's click to call. They show their license right away, so you can basically trust them. The logo, and then right here, as you can see, they have links. So it's kind of like useful links. These are links where they want you to go to. So kind of like important links. Always use the footer to give people some more information about your company. It can be the same information as your navigation menu, but it's basically, some people will go all the way down to a page, they don't see anything, and they're like, oh, I don't have the information that I want, and then they leave, they go to another website. If someone goes down on this page, they have some more things that they can look into, so it keeps them more on your page and interacting with your brand, with your company, so that they can get to the point where they actually contact you. They want to know more about your services. So that's about it. I mean, once again, outside of those 3 things that I was nitpicking on that aren't, like the chat, yes, it's a big one, but the other 2, they're not major things. But if you can follow this template, make it your own branding, your own content, obviously, your own images, you're going to have high conversions. Normally, most businesses convert, the average is about 4%. And that's obviously accounting for websites that only convert at a 1%, at a 0.5%. So a lot of websites are converting 6%, 7%, 8%. And I can guarantee you that this website is on the higher end of the spectrum. Why? Because the layout is nice, the colors complement themselves or complement each other. Their transitions, you can see there's transitions. There's not a lot of like useless space where you have a bunch of white space that's not being used. So everything this company is doing is geared towards getting you to contact them, and the layout is also part of that. So if you can literally mimic this template, this layout, and apply it to your business, to your current website, or to the website that you're going to build, you will be ahead of most companies. Yes, you're still gonna need to get people to your website, but your website is your foundation. You want to have the most perfect website that you can, so that when people start arriving there, your website can be kind of like somebody opening the door and talking to a client that comes into your office. Your website can do so much for you 24/7. It never gets tired. So create the perfect environment to basically guide people into your sales funnel, which is, in this case, if you're a service-based business, whether you're a painter or a plumber, is contacting you or scheduling a free estimate. So hopefully you guys found something useful in this video. And if you did, please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel so that you know whenever I put out other videos. And as always, I end all of my videos. Yes, yes, yes. Unique is out.